Hi, before I start, here is me in a voice over telling you कि चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लो। 50,000 हो गए तो मजे आ जाएंगे। बेल का बटन दबा देना और भी बेहतर। सारे रिव्यूज की खबर आती रहेगी। How to talk about the Earth's impending doom because 6,000 climate crises without making it a preachy, boring docu-type. Easy, just hire the biggest names in Hollywood and Douglas Adams the crap out of the issue. Don't Look Up is streaming on Netflix and I for one do not understand कि दुनिया को इस फिल्म से प्रॉब्लम क्या है. It's funny, it's insightful, it's a little smug and rude in places sure, but comedy use करके कड़वी दवाई गले के नीचे तो उतर गई ना. Little premise बांधते हैं. आओ. A PhD candidate discovers a comet hurtling straight towards the Earth about to make impact in 6 months, which will definitely cause an extinction-level dinosaurs ki tabahi type event. Obviously freaking the fuck out, her and her professor along with NASA head to the White House to urge the president to do something about it. Cue almost immediate chaos. Everything you've heard about Don't Look Up being an accurate representation of our times is true. The commentary is a little heavy-handed. It demonizes internet culture the way boomers tend to do. And parts of it are too on the nose, but it's not far from the truth, unfortunately. Comet तो नहीं आ रहा है अभी धरती की तरफ, but with the pandemic and global warming, Omicron, unchecked corporate greed, etc. all mixed together, humanity is straying further from the light every day. Adam McKay ने बनाई तो है sci-fi, but it feels like this could very much happen tomorrow. America could have a female president. Yay for women. But her son as chief of staff? Something like that already occurred. We could have a comet come at us, but no one believing the science on it and the president actively telling people to look away from a cataclysmic event. Yeah, already happened. Check. A lot of what you see in this film feels not just familiar, but something we've lived through only in the last 2 fucking years, you guys. Protests, arrests, panic, mania, deaths. No wonder we're all exhausted. Too many bad things have been compressed into too little time, and we just have constant access to everything, day and night. So Adam McKay takes these most frustrating problems with the most obvious level-headed solutions and runs with them. None of these occurrences or responses to the discovery of the comet are treated as something unprecedented. Of course the internet is going to call the female scientist hysterical and make an internet darling out of the man. Of course, innocent, gullible, misguided people will be taken for a ride by politicians and families will be divided over dinner tables. You guys, the whole film is an anxiety-inducing third-person look at the stupidity we deal with as a race every day and how mind-blowingly easy things are to fix if the powers that be decide to do so. Sexism in STEM could be eradicated if the right people stood with the fight against it. Maybe the rich and poor divide could be fixed. It's all pipe dreams that my generation has for an ideal world, all beautifully destroyed in front of our eyes by our favorite movie stars. LOL! 44-year-old Melanie Linsky plays a 47-year-old Leonardo DiCaprio's wife and इसी के ऊपर सब खुशियां मना रहे हैं क्योंकि एटलीस्ट यहाँ हिंदी फिल्मों में तो एज अप्रोप्रिएट कास्टिंग देखने को नहीं मिलती है. Leonardo DiCaprio has let go of all vanity possible. Hair, body, face, swag सब खत्म. लेकिन फिर भी इस आदमी को देश astronomer I'd like to fuck घोषित कर देता है क्योंकि that's just how the cookie crumbles. It's a pretty great metaphor for how the world is rigged for us to put men on pedestals they don't deserve. Kate, the PhD student who actually discovers the comet, is played by Jennifer Lawrence, a 10 on 10 on any given day, and yet she is discredited because she doesn't fit the world's idea of how women should behave and present themselves. Eventually she's forced to find her tribe in a bunch of kids getting drunk on the street. It's all tongue-in-cheek but also real enough to pierce through my heart. The acting performances are fantastic. I never thought I would see Meryl Streep play an authority figure who doesn't deserve any of the good things or power she has. A despicable presence only rivaled by her son Jason, played by Jonah Hill, to puffed up perfection. The movie is effective because Kate Blanchett, Timothée Chalamet, Ariana Grande playing a ridiculous version of herself, and everyone else, they're all in on the joke, and once you buy into it, it is a superstar infested party. Except the hangover is the end of the world.
You're here now.
So don't expect this movie to be Steven Soderbergh's Contagion. It is not an apocalyptic drama. Instead, like I said, it's Douglas Adams. Everyday red tapeism and bureaucratic / capitalist bullshit is dialed up to a hilarious / terrifying 11. A well-produced SNL skit, punching up and self-aware like a good comedy should be. The whole thing is perfectly captured by an evil Chris Evans cameo. He's almost Akshay Kumar in that moment. Love to see it. Watch Don't Look Up on Netflix. Then come and tell me कैसी लगी in the comments. Subscribe कर लेना, लगे हाथ तो जिंदगी कितनी अच्छी हो जाएगी मेरी भी. For relation में recommendation, head to YouTube and look up the end credits song Second Nature. Just go and comb over the lyrics क्योंकि end credits में ऐसे नाम पढ़ो या गाना सुनो, it's kind of confusing. My favorite line from the song is, "When's that rapture? Will there be much?" You can buy my merch. There's a shelf under this video.